There we go. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Here's our big credits. And slide it out. See how nice that works? Hey, boys and girls, moms and dads, children of all ages, welcome to the Kidders. It's me, and it's my friend Tim Slagle joining us from the lovely country of Indiana. How's it going down there, Tim?
Well, I don't know. I spent the morning in the auto shop. You know, as my Uncle Dobie always said, the squeaky wheel gets the radio turned up.
Any serious problems? Have you blown a joint or anything?
I don't
even know what that means.
Any minute now, the phone could ring.
That's why I hate going to the doctor. It's like taking your car in. You know that they're going to find something wrong. You know, you may go in with a stiff neck. You're going to come out with, phlebitis. Well, it's been an interesting week in the news so far. We've had white people, posing as black people, and I guess that woman now has quit the NAACP because she said, "Well, I guess I'm not who I thought I was." but you had a good take on that.
Well,
I think it's a good thing worth sharing.
Oh, all right. I can't help but wonder if a transgendered men get to use the ladies' room if Rachel gets to use the N-word.
See, and that and I think that's a very good point because if she's really white, she can't. So heck with her. All right, we've got some interesting stories that we have culled from the front pages of the world newspapers, and a couple of them have to do with food, and it's really food as a weapon. There's a guy down in Treasure Island, Florida, because, of course, we know everything weird happens in Florida. Alan Plunkett is his name, and he was arrested because he threw a slice of pizza at his girlfriend, his female roommate, and the pizza hit her in the hand. she said, but it was hot.
Well, police say Plunkett denied throwing the pizza despite the fact he was not wearing a shirt and had pizza sauce on his chest and shorts. I don't know about you, but that's what I look like every time I eat pizza.
No, I didn't throw no pizza. I didn't eat no pizza. And they didn't say, and this could be a determining factor in court, whether it's thin slice or thick crust, because the thick crust, that can leave a mark.
Well, my guy, it's Florida. The crap they call pizza down there. Oh my God, that could be deadly.
That's true, and they put weird stuff on it that could have, starfish or something. It could have a point on it. And meanwhile, this also happened in Florida, and this is where Rykia Moore got mad at her boyfriend, Mario Thornton, because he was allegedly unfaithful. Then that'll happen. So she threw a hamburger at him and hit him in the eye with the hamburger. I don't know if it was a homemade hamburger or perhaps one that came out of one of the restaurants, but smacked him right in the eye with a hamburger. So now she was under arrest and had to spend only one night in jail and was released on her own condiments.
Well, apparently, she threw the hamburger because she accused him of. So what we learned from this is you will stay out of trouble if you just keep your buns where they belong.
There you go. A tip that everybody can use. And I thought it was funny that the complaint says no weapon was seized by the police. It was eaten by the police. Anybody using this burger? Is this any good? All right.
Anything else in the evidence locker? I'm hungry. You notice this stuff never happens with kale.
Kale is perhaps one of the safest foods out there. First of all, because nobody has it in their house, Well,
I'm sure that people with kale, I'm sure that people throw kale all the time. It just doesn't make it all the way across the table. It just,
You'll see it in really, really crappy vegan weddings. That's when they come out. Well, here's an interesting story. You know, a lot has been said about Colorado and the fact that they now have legalized recreational marijuana. Whether that's good, whether that's bad, who knows? But this fella in Colorado, a guy by the name of Adam Hurtle, was sitting around one day and was thinking, wonder what it feels like to get shot. So he took a 22 and shot himself in the foot just to see what it felt like.
I think
You're breaking up.
Will do anything to get Vicodin nowadays.
I'm sorry. Say that again because you were breaking up for a second.
I'm guessing. I'm just pointing out that people will do anything to get Vicodin nowadays.
I never thought of that, you know. And first, he took his shoe off and shot his foot. Well, that wasn't bad. Then he put his shoe on and shot himself again. So, you know, tell me that guy wasn't high. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm guessing he was going to try to use an excuse. He was going to say, well, he was on his way to work, but his gun went off, and then realized he did it in his bare feet and said, oh, heck, they're going to ask for the hole in the boot. So I put the boot back on and tried to shoot it through the same hole. And you might call this guy dumb, but here's the thing. A truly stupid man would have used the 22 to pierce his ears.
Because you could probably, if you aim it just right, get both with one shot, you know, right? Yeah. And he kept telling the police, no, it wasn't an accident. I really did it on purpose. So we'll see how his Obamacare handles that. All right, here's the biggest story of the week. Up in Montreal, the fine folks at Pornhub, which is a very large internet porn site, check it out if you will, but they want to make a movie of people having sex in outer space. So they're starting a crowdfunding thing with Indiegogo, and they're looking to raise $3.4 million in the next 2 months so they can send 2 porn stars into space to have sex.
That's yeah. It's I can only imagine what that's like. Is did the Earth move, honey? No, it's still right outside the window.
And you know, if you believe Isaac Newton, and why not? For every action, there's an equal but opposite reaction. So you got 2 people together having sex. At the moment of Bluey, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, bye-bye, bye-bye. And don't they have to wear like uniforms and helmets and stuff in order to breathe up there?
It's bound to be it's bound to be a disappointment because from what I understand, in space, no one can hear you scream.
And, you know, just judging from the pictures you've seen from there, there's going to be stuff floating around. And, you know, that's never good. Well, kids, we had fun this week. I hope you had fun too, because we just try to make each other laugh, and then they process try and make you laugh. I'm looking for a crowdfunding source right now. I need $10,000 for 2 tickets to tonight's Stanley Cup playoff. So far, I've got $7.50. So if I get in the gate, I got popcorn money. So. So that doesn't work. I'm just making raise money to have sex in, like, I don't know, a taxi cab, because that would be much cheaper. So how are you going to spend this lovely mid-June week where it's here in the Midwest, it's been raining, sufficiently. The guy next door to me has got a bunch of lumber building an ark right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going around the yard and rounding up 2 of everything. 2 woodchucks, 2 chipmunks, 2 squirrels,
and 400,000 night crawlers. I've seen obese robins in my neighborhood. They can't even fly, but they're feeding really well. Well, this next by next Monday, it'll be the day after Father's Day. So please remember, if you to call your father to buy him a nice tie, because every dad needs a tie. And if you are a father, congratulations. You doing anything exciting for the next week, Tim?
Got a private gig, so I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it.
All right. All right.
That doesn't sound right, does it?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Is it for any chance
for
for
a little space exploration?
Yes, I was going to say raising money for the Pornhub people, and that's good. I'm going to watch them. I'll check out the website, see what they got. But yeah, it's going to be a good week. It's the shank of summer. Actually, summer officially gets here, I think, Friday. So we'll see if it quits raining by then. But other than that, on behalf of me and Tim, we'd like to thank you for coming here. Tim, anything to say to these fine folks?
Good news and good day.
Good news, goodbye, and listen for the gong.